Hello and welcome to my fitness club. My name is James. There are 5 components of fitness. You have aerobic endurance, body composition, flexibility, muscular endurance and strength. Aerobic endurance is defined as the ability to exercise for extended long periods of time without tiring. This would be suitable for long distance runners and performers who participate in long-time sports such as cycling or football. Body composition is used to describe the percentage of fat, bone, water and muscle in a person's body. And flexibility is the quality or how capable a person is of bending their body with ease until the point they cannot go any further or before they break something. Muscular endurance is the ability of a muscle or group of muscles to sustain repeated contractions against a resistance for an extended period of time. Along with muscular strength and power, it is one of the components of muscular fitness. And finally, strength is the quality or state of being physically strong. There are 5 adaptations to training as well. You have decrease resting heart rate, fit principles, hypertrophy, increased muscle tone, and increased stroke volume. Decreased resting heart rate is when a person's heart rate is the number of beats per minute from the heart. The person's heart rate may be too high, however, and therefore they may need to decrease the heart rate, or vice versa. A heart rate which is too fast is called tachycardia, and bradycardia is for too slow heart rate. The fit principles are frequency, intensity, time and type. Hypertrophy is the enlargement of an organ or tissue from the increase in size of its cell. Increased muscle tone is the continuous and passive partial contraction of the muscles or the muscle's resistance to passive stretch during its resting state. And increased stroke volume. Stroke volume is the amount of blood pumped by the left ventricle of the heart in one contraction. However, this is not all the blood contained in the left ventricle, as it's normally around 2/3 of the total blood inside the ventricle being pumped out. Increasing stroke volume will result in more blood being used per contraction from the left ventricle. A warm-up. Warm-ups are designed to gently prepare a person's body for the exercise they're going to take part in. It is aiming to increase gradually a person's heart rate and circulation. A warm-up also needs to loosen the person's joints and increase blood flow to the muscles. This will reduce stiffness in the muscles. An individual can prepare their muscles by stretching them. This will ensure they are loosened and warmed up ahead of strenuous exercise to prevent injury to the muscle. A warm-up can also be used as a social activity for elderly people, as the intensity of the exercise activity is low and done at a slow pace. This means less pressure on their joints and muscles. There are 2 types of stretches. You have dynamic and static. A static stretch is a stretch that you perform when you're staying still, such as pulling your arm across your body. And a dynamic stretch is where you are on the move while stretching, such as a lunge. There are also specific routines based on the preferences and also what they play. Finally, we have cool down. A cool down is an easy exercise done after a more intense activity to allow the body to gradually transition to a resting or near resting state. It's designed to help your heart rate and breathing to return towards resting levels gradually. It also helps avoid fainting and dizziness, which can result from blood pooling in the large muscles of the legs when vigorous activity is stopped suddenly. And it also helps to remove waste products from the muscles such as lactic acid. Thank you very much.